really looking at going forward and how we can change. And as you said, testing and learning on a going basis and experimenting is really what's going to differentiate marketers in the future.
Right, right. Well, and I think that goes back to how have things changed and evolved over the years, where at first these tools were really just measurement tools. How did that last campaign work? And did it work? And what was the ROI of it? Great. Very helpful.
Which was great.
Back in the 90s, like this is the first time you had, really, robust, rigorous data to answer some of those questions. Fantastic. And then it began to evolve around, well, if we know, if we can quantify what works and what doesn't work, let's use that learning to then shape our plans and our strategies going forward. So now it becomes a planning tool, not just a measurement tool. And that was great. And so the tools of scenario planning and being able to ask those questions like your CFO might ask you, hey, we've got to cut budgets 10% this year. Tell me what you want to cut. Well, you can either do it by guesswork, or now you've got tools to say, all right, let's look at, where can we trim a little bit in the plan and have the least, downside impact on results. So then it became a planning tool, and now as we, particularly on the digital side, get more data closer to real time, we get that not after the campaign is over to plan for the next campaign, but now after a couple of weeks of the campaign being up and running, we've got a data set we can work with to say, this medium, this site, this particular tool, doing great. There's still upside potential here. This one's not working so well. Let's shift some of that money. So it's that's why I think one of the big migrations happening, going from kind of a reporting measurement tool to planning to now optimization and a real tool to improve effectiveness in a market that we all know is moving so fast and is changing so much. It's just so hard to plan for.
Great. Yeah, and I think from a discipline standpoint, that's really the shift has gone from just embedding analytics and a culture of accountability so that you're constantly monitoring and planning forward. Is just that in and of itself is such a cultural shift from where we were 5-10 years ago.
Yeah. Well, and that showed up in the work that Tina and I did on the measurement and insight solutions wave, where when we surveyed roughly 75 reference customers of the 10 companies that were participating in the wave, and we asked them, why did you, what were you hoping to get from this? The number one thing was, well, there were one and two, but it was basically about making data-driven decisions around budget allocation and strategy ahead of measuring ROI.
Wow.
Which that was a shift for me, because in the past the work I'd done on market mix models in particular was about, I need to know the ROI of my campaigns, great. And now it's shifting to, great, that's good to know. But again, in this world, it's like, it better be actionable. I better be able to actually use it to improve my marketing, and that now is taking precedence over just the measurement piece of it.